Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors, honor to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, my family, father, in-laws, comrades, and also your family and comrades that are also in the ancestral realm. We ask them for our blessings, ask them for power to guide us and protect us as we maneuver through this hell on earth each and every day. Today I want to discuss part of the Kenneka Jenkins story, since it has become so major, but yet according to the system of racism, white supremacy, once again it's another case that's been literally put on the back burner. Now, this white devil woman that has a show about missing white children and adults that comes on cable. I'm trying to think of her name. Actually, her daughter was missing, came up missing about 12 years ago. And the FBI has been relentless in searching for this white girl. You know, and that's not including the Sandra Levy case in D.C., Lacey Peterson, and hundreds of more white and oriental motherfucking white bitches that have been missing in recent years, and where the FBI, CIA, and other agencies, government agencies, spend millions on manhunts looking for these motherfucking bitches. You know, but yet Sandra Bland and hundreds of more of our sisters who are missing, that have been abducted, that have been murdered by these white devils. It's nothing said after about a week. You never hear anything, you never hear any follow-up. And the only time you hear a follow-up is when they make a fucking arrest of somebody that looks like you. And then the case is closed. Because they'll pick any nigga will do just to close the case. And in the case of this Kenneka Jenkins, which, you know, these fucking devils and the police are bullshitting with this investigation, because them three niggas, them three motherfucking young bitches, and that young girl should have been in custody. They should have been in custody because they know what the fuck went down. They know who got paid, as well as the motherfuckers, this motherfucking family who put out the money for this young sister's organs. You know, and that's not a sign of showing, you know, or killing another baby to save your baby. That's not humanitarian. And that's just, that's not something that you get kudos for in terms of how much you love your child. Of course we love our children. But to kill another child to save yours, when we don't know if this is an ancestral call of the calling of your child or not. But you're not thinking about that. Number one, you're selfish. Number two, you're worrying about what other people may think. So, you know, this sister, they come up with these tapes about, you know, her walking to the freezer, which she's not capable of opening that freezer on her own. And if that's the case, You know, well, why doesn't they have her opening the freezer? They have her walking down the hallway, and then all of a sudden the video stops when she's supposed to be walking into the walk-in freezer, because there is no video of her actually opening the walk-in freezer and going in it. And what purpose would she have to go in there? So, once again, these motherfuckers should be in custody. Plain and simple. And another thing about you all, y'all have, you know, black people, y'all have to start listening to what your brothers and sisters tell you. You know, we let our elders, the brothers and sisters that are scholars, our elder scholars, they spend their entire lives trying to pass information to you to enlighten and wake up the black community and wake up black people to the system of racism, white supremacy. And we just continue to ignore, we continue to neglect our elder scholars and warriors. And then when they pass, we want to give these grand celebrations and all this hooray parades and all this shit. But when they were here, you paid no attention to information. You know, because if that was the case, it would be a lot of people conscious. And I'm talking in reference to Bob or Dick Gregory. How many of you actually listen to him? How many of how many of you have heard Dick Gregory, and how many people have listened to Dick Gregory? It's a difference. Hearing is just this physical part. That's your anatomy and functions, your ears. But listening is when you hear with action. That's listening. Following some instructions. And then now when our ancestors make their ascensions, now everybody wants to play like they were the tightest. They were the closest one to him. They were, want to be on the program, want to be the main speaker, want to receive all these fucking accolades. Because you forgot all about the ceremony being about the individual. Because you're caught up in yourself and you want to promote yourself. You want to shine. You want to play like you're so conscious and you're so on point. And you've played ball, played the game even Steven, and you played the game correctly all your life, which is bullshit. You know, a lot of you motherfuckers, are still playing the 50. You fucking with the adversary any chance you get, because you're hung up on paper. You've been selling your people out, and you will never stop selling your people out. So, that's why a lot of you all want to create these organizations and have this hell of a motherfucking security team that will fuck niggas up if they say something, that you don't like. And y'all know who I'm talking about. And that's just a whole bunch of fuckery and fuck nigga shit. So once again, we have to begin and continue to listen to our people. Stop just playing YouTube, tag and who can get the most hits and who can be the most powerful, who can draw the most people. Because, see, a lot of times, the less hits you get, that's the more effective you are. Because a lot of you motherfuckers don't want to hear the truth. You want to hear shit that you like. You want feel-good information. And you want some shine. Because most of you, 95% of you motherfuckers are not doing any work in the community. You're not doing nothing outside of your motherfucking camera or your goddamn phone. Nothing. Straight motherfucking bullshitting and fucking around. You got a good mouthpiece on you though. You know, you can sell water to a motherfucking well. You know, but your community activism and interaction is on zero. So, you know, and right now I'm gonna speak to the people who don't know which way to turn, who are struggling. You brothers and sisters that have been incarcerated, been left behind. You feel left behind. Nobody's really fucking with you. You've turned to drugs and alcohol. Nobody don't want you staying with them. They feel you are an embarrassment to their homes. People are ashamed to say that they're related to you because they look at being locked up as something so dismal, something so fucked up and disgraceful. And then they use you for show. You know, if they want to show somebody or some of their friends that they care about people or care about their family, they'll do something for you in the presence of other motherfucking people. But they don't really give a fuck about you for real. I'm talking to you all, you know, and my thing is, y'all, you know, don't give up, don't throw the towel in, you know, because it doesn't call for that. You know, it's something for you. You know, it's not about, it's not about, having a whole bunch of material things. It's not about that. You know, it's about having some peace of mind, having a sense of self, having a spiritual connection, which can put you on the right track in terms of you finding out who you really are and making that connection with self. You know, a lot of times, you know, a lot of us, because mental health is a silent killer in the black community. Suicides have went up, especially teen suicides. They're effeminizing our males. They're masculizing our females. They're incarcerating us, incinerating us, demelanating us, deorganing us, poisoning us. And we have to be able to stand up and not give in to the forces that be. I'm not going to say powers that be, because you have the power. You are the original man. You are the original woman. And you just cannot believe that. Look at the word believe. The 3 middle letters in believe spells lie. You have to know this. You know, because whether you want to admit it or not, we all need one another. And family is that's the foundation of the community. That's the foundation of the community. And whether we want to admit it or not, when we don't look at our brothers and sisters in the eye and embrace them and love them unconditionally, you're dealing with post-traumatic slave syndrome and self-hatred. Because when you look at them, you're looking at you. Now, let me make this clear. That doesn't mean because you're biologically connected to someone that you have to, eat shit and be a motherfucking floor mat and let them run over you. Just because you're related, that you have to take all the shit off of them. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying for those who are willing to connect and embrace, it's not difficult, to be a stand-up individual. You know, we need to embrace the soldiers, male and female soldiers in the street. Those are the ones that are going to fight for us when it comes down to actually physically fighting to prevent from going into these internment camps and, you know, being apprehended by federal agencies and the National Guard, because those things are coming. And this is the shit that you all fail to believe and understand. You don't want to accept this because you think this cracker will have some mercy on you, and you think you can pray your way out of being executed, and it's not going to happen. But once again, the people that are in the streets that don't have nothing to lose, they've never really had anything. Their generosity has caused them to be in the street. Let me give you an example. A lot of people that think that everyone thinks like them in terms of being nice and being understanding and protective, and then you give your all in all to someone that really doesn't give a fuck about you, and next thing you know, you're homeless, you're on drugs, you're selling drugs, you gotta find a way to eat. Next thing you know, you're incarcerated because either you end up trying to get some money or you end up taking somebody's life because you got too consumed with self-hatred. You know, so you know, once again, like I said, don't give up. Don't ever give up. You know, let's link arms. You know, stop pretending like you're not hurting inside. Stop pretending that we're not dealing with post-traumatic slave syndrome. Stop pretending like we're not dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder from seeing so much trauma, carnage, violence in the streets and in your community. Stop playing like you're better than somebody. Stop playing like you have more than somebody. Stop playing like you're not black. Now you have people saying that they're not black. You're not no fucking African American. None of us went through any type of ceremony to be introduced or be went through some type of whatever you call that when you go through the immigration naturalized citizen in this country. Stop thinking that, you know, racism, white supremacy doesn't exist. Stop playing like these things don't exist. And wake up, black man. Wake up, black woman. Stand straight the fuck up. You know, don't allow this motherfucking cracker to take you out with all his gimmicks, with his drugs, you know, with his food. Because the food is a weapon too of mass destruction. Don't get it twisted. You may not smoke crack, but you may be, you know, you can't stop eating Big Macs. You know, you may not use drugs or heroin or Molly's, but you can't stay out the casinos. You have gambling addiction, which is just, if not worse than drug addiction. And, you know, we have to stop acting as if these things don't exist in our existence. And we can be much better off if we unite and we link up. We learn to love one another and stick together and listen to one another. Give each other respect. Stop putting your brothers and sisters down. You know, because when you put them down, you put yourself down. And that's just something to think about, just some food for thought. You know, because lately I was looking at some documentaries, And I seen how, I was watching how a lot of our brothers and sisters are being left and forgotten about inside those walls, those prison walls, and on the street. Think about it. It's just something to think about. You know. Just something to think about. You know, because just think if it was you. Just think if it was you. Be thankful that you are where you are and your situation is not as drastic as your brothers and sisters. Some of our brothers and sisters, the masses that are struggling. You know, some of our brothers and sisters walk around, they wear dark clothing. Some of the young people are so dismal and feel so hopeless inside. They're not being hired. A lot of them have given up. A lot of them are giving up. And they're taking each other out. And that's where you get gangs at. When you have a whole bunch of hurting people, that's all it is. It's a gang. They just give it different names. But this crew should, you know, this just the South Side hurting crew, the North Side hurting crew. All of them have the same situations. The same situations. Fatherless, hopeless, helpless, jobless. And you know, and faithless. Spiritualists. Because they don't know who they are. Nobody told them that they are gods. And that's why I tell the young brothers that, because I've been sent here to work with the youth. I've been doing it for a long time. I was sent here to do that. And I tell them all the time, you know, y'all are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. You're the original motherfuckers on the planet. Nobody is stronger than you. Nobody. You gave everybody, the black woman gave everybody permission to exist. And the black man is the god of the planet. And don't think that you're not. Stop thinking that you're an accident, you're a mistake, you're just in the way. That's just your own mind telling you, you know, and that's that adversary. That's the white supremacy. Some people call it the devil and all that, which I don't believe in no devil. I would never give that type of shit life in my motherfucking existence. You know, those are particular energies telling you to give in. All of us are struggling. And sometimes we need to hear that besides hearing shit about other people, news. You know, we need to look at ourselves. Because what I've been telling y'all, you know, you have been touched by what I've been telling you. You can play like you're not. You may be sitting with somebody or sitting among a bunch of people. You know, and you know, don't find a way to laugh your way out of this. You know, understand this and feel it. That's what being a man, that's what being a woman is about. Standing up and saying, yeah, that's me. He's talking about me. Yeah, I need to improve on that. Yeah, he's right about that. I don't agree with that, but I know where he's coming from. Think about it. Yeah, but remember, brothers and sisters, you know, everything gonna be all right. Hang on, hang in, hang around, hang out. You know, everything's gonna be all right. Just stand up, you know, enjoy life. You know, fight the pressure and then enjoy the pleasure. You know, it's not hard. It's not hard if we do it together. Because I cannot, but we can. You know, once we get in that frame of mindset, we're gonna be just fine. We'll be just fine. We'll be able to move forward and carry these babies, you know, into the next centuries and generations ahead, where they'll be standing strong and once again have rulership of the planet. Because that's coming too. But we have to do our part. We cannot drop the torch. We cannot think that it's just going to naturally happen without us. Without us giving out all in all. So, you know, love yourself. I'm not going to say that I love everybody, because I don't. You know, I'm no fool. You know, I'm just trying to tell you, school you on some real motherfucking talk. You know, so, you know, for those who want to ride, you know, and see a better day and see the light, you know, I gave you the instructions. All you got to do is follow them. Follow them and be the God and Goddess that the Creator sent you here and designed for you to be. How that sound? You know, leave me your comments. You know, for you crackers that leave that fucked up shit, leave your address or your phone number. You know, so I can, you know, so I can peel your shit. You know, be man. Well, I can't say be man up, because you motherfuckers are homosexuals by nature and fags and fucking dogs by nature. So, but leave your information to your little dog house or your cave. The address to your cave. Goddamn Ice Apes. Hotep. Black Power.